I don't know how many helicopters they have, but I know that the Army has a lot of them and the Air Force has a lot of them and the Marines have a lot of them. So probably if they have a need to move a number of agents to some place where they suspect there's going to be a breakthrough, we could help them out with that. And then there's also training support. You can never put a bunch of soldiers someplace without having training.
Right.
So they need to do that. And then there's engineering. How about like places where the wall gets broken into, or just any kind of engineering that needs to be done down there. Putting up barbed wire, that's a mission of the engineers. And then there's the mission of interdiction by the Coast Guard, where they're trying to stop people before they come across, before they get on our land. And the Navy's doing that too, interdiction. But of course, the Coast Guard can do it right up close to the coast, and the Navy can do it a little farther out in the deep.
Yeah.
And then there's logistical and transportation assistance too. So all those kind of things you see are missions they can perform without being engaged in direct combat with the enemy. What I do want to stress is at the bottom, the military has no law enforcement role. They do not enforce laws. There is a law against that. It's called posse comitatus. The U.S. military cannot be used to enforce laws against American civilians without specific authority for some reason. Like if the president declared martial law because of riots or something, then they could do it. But right now they have no law enforcement role and they have no offensive combat role. However, if they get fired upon, they can defend themselves.
Okay.
You're not going to put soldiers out there and tell them they can't defend themselves.